Bom dia, cadets. Welcome back to our podcast. This is the Flightcast. This podcast consists of talking to the seniors and making sure, or seeing how they're doing, and just, how they are and what they've been through and how they get to the place that they're at. In today's episode, we are here with Cadet Moore. All right. It's been a while, man. It's been a while. So Moore, tell me a little bit about yourself. What year are you? What's your job within ROTC? And yeah.
I'm a senior this year.
Okay.
My job in ROTC is athletics program, all physical. That's what I deal with.
Okay. So let's talk about when you first got here, because you weren't in this unit when you first got here, right? So let's talk about your whole career within high school. So where did you start off?
I started off at Dobson High School.
Dobson High School.
Why did you start there, and then was it a decision you made to come to Mesa, or what was the whole dynamic with there?
See, I got in trouble a lot at Dobson, and so I got kicked out of there, and I decided to come to Mesa High. It wasn't my choice, actually.
Whose choice was it?
My mother's.
Your mom. Wow.
Yeah, my mother's choice.
So I know you had siblings. Were your siblings going here already, or no? Was
No.
everyone going to Dobson?
My older brother, he went to Dobson, and then he had to transfer to charter school. And then after my freshman year, I transferred here. And I was like, at first I didn't want to join ROTC here, because I was like, it's probably not the same as Dobson, because I like Dobson's.
Oh, you like Dobson? Nice.
Yeah. And then I was like, you know what, forget it, I'm going to do it anyways.
So how's your experience in Dobson ROTC? Was it good?
It was really good. I liked it. They focused really more on athletics. Our sergeant there, he was the basketball's strength and conditioning coach.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's like I had a connection with him through sports and ROTC, and we did a lot of traveling with him.
So what was the biggest differences, other than you said it was a lot more physical there, but what would you say you liked about here versus Dobson, or maybe which unit did you think was better for you? Or
I feel like this one unit is better for me because we focus more on everything and not just one part of it. Because at Dobson, it's all athletics, all that. We didn't focus on teaching New Year's and all that. We just focused on athletics and all that. And this, we focus on making years come better and all that. And there, I'm pretty sure every freshman there when I was there are out of the unit now.
Wow.
Because they didn't learn anything. So yeah, I feel like this unit makes kids want to stay.
Okay. So did you guys go to a lot of competitions when you were in Dobson? Why were you guys training so much in athletics?
Because our Ravens team was really big. And so we every week we would have a new athletic competition to go to.
That's sick.
Yeah.
I wish I was like that.
I know since your sophomore year you really wanted to be athletics. Did Dobson have a big role to play with that, or was it just because you like basketball and sports, or what was your main motivation to become the athletics commander?
Dobson had a really big role with that because when I was there, I was a part of all the athletics and everything, and we got our first trophy with my help in sports and running. Our trophy was in the mile and stuff, and so it was I wanted to be that commander and teach the cadets how to be strong through fitness and all that.
Okay. So now that you were in Dobson and then you moved to Mesa High, how was your first day coming into ROTC?
I was my first day coming into ROTC, I was this is weird, they do it different. Because I never came in, at Dobson we never came in and stood at parade rest.
Really?
We came in, we sat down, or we stood behind our desk and we waited till the class started. We did the Pledge of Allegiance and then we would sit down. We never stood there and waited and took attendance as a class and waited for a colonel to come in. None of that. So it was weird just standing there. And,
Yeah, I get you. Yeah.
At parade rest, I was why are we standing? We just stand behind our desk and we talk to each other until the bell rings. And once the bell rings, we did a Pledge of Allegiance and we sat down. And that's how we went on our day.
Okay. So when you obviously you came here. Wait, did you come here sophomore year or freshman year? What year did you come here?
I came here beginning of sophomore year.
Beginning of sophomore year. Okay. So now that you had like a little experience with ROTC, how long did it take you to like actually warm up to it? Because I know me personally, when I first got here, I didn't really want to do anything because like I left my old unit and I was starting to like make friends and stuff like that, and like I already had like good connections. And then when I got here, I got just so unmotivated. So like, how long did it take you to like warm up to like the unit?
It took me towards the end of my sophomore year.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to be here. Like, I don't like the way this is and all that. And I was like, I don't know nobody here. Like, it was like that throughout the entire school year. Actually, like, I didn't want to be a part of anything.
So what would you say, because now you're like really involved, you know, you always hang out with all of us, like the seniors, you know, I feel like all of us seniors, we have a really good dynamic. And so what would you say was like the turning point for you where you're like, you know what, like I'm gonna start hanging out with everyone a bit more? Or was there a turning point where you just like, you know what, I'm just done, like I want to be more active? Like what was the moment for you?
The moment for me, I would say when I actually stayed and watched like competitions and like the color guard and stuff. I was like, they're actually like a family here, and I kind of want to be a part of that family. And so I like tried to pushed to get involved in that family and connect with you guys.
All right, cool. So like, I know that you were also in basketball. Was that also a reason why you weren't involved as much in sophomore year? Or
Yeah. Well, sophomore year, I was still a trouble kid, and then coming junior year, I was like, I'm actually, after talking to Colonel and like understanding him and how like he wants me here and all that, and like how we're a family and everything, it's like I'm gonna try my best. And so being with basketball stopped me from being here, and I wanted to be here more than be in basketball. But like I took the stuff that I learned here and I brought it to basketball, so it was like I was there but I wasn't there. And the times I could miss basketball, I would be here, so it was like it was equal for me.
Oh, so you like found that
Balance.
balance.
Yeah.
That's good. A lot of people, I feel like, struggle with that. So it's good that you were able to kind of figure out what worked best for you and find that balance, because there's so many people here in the unit that will get going and then they go all in and then ignore everything else, and then they just like, they get depressed, they get anxiety, they start struggling in school. So that's good that you were able to find that balance. And it seems like it worked out for you because now you got a full ride scholarship to U of A, right? Basketball.
Pima.
Oh,
Pima.
Sheesh.
See, so I mean, that hard work really like paid off. And so what was like, I guess like let's kind of transition away from ROTC a bit. What was your reaction to getting that scholarship? Like, did you expect to get a scholarship, or were you trying to? Or
I actually didn't, because my plan wasn't to play basketball after high school. It was like to just like go to school, get my medical degree, and then just go on from there. And then when I found out I was being scouted, and then he offered me a full ride, I was sitting there in shocked. I was like, I was not expecting any of this.
That's crazy,
super cool.
dude. That's so
super
sick. So like, what year did you get scouted at? Like what? Like junior or?
This year, actually.
Oh, this year.
Like, it was really surprising.
That's cool.
That's sick.
That's
And
super
like,
cool.
The weird part about it was he sat there and he told me how he found me, and I guess it was during a Dobson game. He was scouting 2 other players that go to Dobson, and when that night we won, I shut down their best player of the year.
Ooh.
Their best shooting player. She scored like 20 points a game. She only scored 8 that night, and he stopped scouting her and scouted me.
That's cool.
Dang,
I was
bro.
like, I feel bad, but then like, this is shocking.
No, that's super cool. You gotta, that's like
that's
next
lit.
level skill right there. Like you have to have a scouter stop looking at other players because of the way you play the game. Like that's super cool. Especially just out of the blue like that. Like,
that's
super
yeah,
cool.
that's cool. But like, dang, I feel bad for the other girl, man. Sorry if you're watching this podcast. She didn't mean to. Dang, Pima. Wow, that's really sick. So like, did he start coming to your basketball games? Like,
Since we weren't allowed to have spectators, I guess he watched the game live. And when we were able to start having spectator again, he sent his scouting coach out. And so he was watching it live, and his scouting coach was sitting there in person. But I didn't know they were there, because like, why would people be there?
yeah, that's true.
And so like, it was all shocking.
did your coaches know about it, or did they not even?
I guess he came up to my coach right after the last buzzer and told her, and she didn't tell me. And then after we got back to the school, I got a text message from the coach, and he was telling me congratulations. And I was like, who's texting me? And he's like, I'm the coach from Pima University, or Community College. And I was like, okay.
That's cool. That's super cool.
How were your parents' reaction to that?
My mom was surprised.
Yeah.
And my dad, I don't really talk to him, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how he reacted. But my mom was surprised. She drove out there with me and everything.
Oh, you guys visited the school?
Yeah.
Oh, how was that?
Actually, I think it's the same school we went to when we went on the ROTC trip. That I think it was our last year or the year before,
Embry Riddle? No, I don't think that's it.
where we had to do
It
the
might
bus
be.
tour because we was running out of time.
The bus tour?
Yeah, we
I thought that was U of A. Or was that? I think we went. Oh, are you talking? I know we went to the Pima Air Museum. Maybe that's what you're thinking of, the Pima Air Museum.
It was a college that we had went to because remember they were like telling us where like their gym and stuff was, and like we did it through the bus. Like their cadet got on the bus with us and talked about it.
I think I kind of know what you're talking about.
I
Actually.
don't know. I don't think I went. I don't know. What was it for? What like was it just like a field trip for ROTC?
I think I vaguely remember that, to be honest.
And we got off and we walked. We walked a little bit, and I think we did the courses. And like they had like the tall.
Dude, I'm trying to remember. Like I thought I got it, but I was like, nah. I was like, nah.
Yeah, we did it with them. It was like I think it was I was in your group when we seen the snake.
Snake, bro.
We do a lot in ROTC,
Yeah, a
so
lot.
there.
A snake.
But yeah, no, that's super cool that
Yeah.
you're able to kind of just get that scholarship and yeah, that's super cool. So did you have any like what was you said you wanted to go to college, get like your medical stuff. Did you have any military aspirations, or were you just strictly like I want to get into medical and
My sophomore year, I wanted to go into the Air Force to do medical, but then I was like, I think I want to live life before I go, so I think I'm gonna wait till like I'm probably 27 years old, then join or enlist, and then go from there.
yeah,
I just want to live life first.
yeah, it's always good.
Wait. I think I know where we went. I think
You
I know.
spent this whole time.
Yeah. No, so it was the Heroes Run, wasn't it? Was it Heroes?
No.
No, it wasn't the
It was
Heroes
a school.
Run. It was
That's
a
why,
school.
because like we did because Heroes Run was at Tempe, but then we had to like move it to a different place. And I remember there was like a school there, and like we changed out at their bathrooms, right? We went to like I think you were part of our group.
I don't think it's this.
Yeah,
Nah, I
I
don't
don't think it
know.
was the Heroes Run because we got a flat tire on the bus and we sat across the street from MCC.
Wait, no,
I thought that was Embry Riddle.
no, I don't know.
I remember
getting a
that.
flat
I
tire.
remember that.
Then Colonel asked if it was okay if we stayed till 5 and came back
I
at
don't think
5.
I went. I don't think I went,
You were.
You were there. You
You
went
were
to
there.
everything.
bro. I don't remember getting. a
I
flat
remember
tire.
this event. I remember because we were there for like an
Yeah,
hour.
we were there for like an
And
hour.
the trip almost got canceled because he
Yeah.
was like, we aren't gonna have enough time.
A flat tire
Yeah.
Yeah, we were
At
right there by
MCC.
Jack and Box.
at MCC.
Anyways, let's get
Nah,
on
I
track
don't
here.
know, bro. I don't know.
So, what part of the medical do you want to be a nurse? Or are you
I
trying?
want to be an OB.
Okay,
What's that?
it's like female reproductive stuff,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So, that's cool. That's really cool. So,
Yeah, I
you're still trying to think about.
I'm still trying to think about it, but like, okay, moving on. So let's move on to junior year. Now that you like started warming up to the unit, what was one of the most memorable moments when you were like, okay, this is actually like a family aspect? Because I bet like once you started going to things, like you're just like, oh, this is cool. But like, when was that? Like, dang, this is really cool. You know what I mean?
It's like 2 months ago.
I don't remember.
You remember anything from junior year? Dude, we did a lot junior year.
Yeah, we did, but like I wasn't a part of a lot because of basketball.
Oh, because of
She had a
basketball.
lot of basketball.
Yeah, it's true. So, I would say who did you like get close to the most, like from our
I say the
flight?
girls,
The girls from our
Yeah.
flight. Alright.
like Curtis.
Oh
and
yeah,
Toro.
yeah. They're nice. They're nice
Yeah.
people.
Those were like the people I was really close with, and like when they were here, I tried to be here.
That's good.
When you first came in, was there anybody who kind of had a big influence on you in the unit, or like were you kind of just feeling things out for yourself, or?
I would have to say Bernice Aguilar, because like when I first came, I was like shy and everything, and then like when she came around me, like she tried to help me like develop myself into she tried to get me here and like you should do this, you should come to this, you should do this. So like she pushed me to like
That's good.
try to bond with
That was
you guys.
our sophomore year, no?
Mhm.
That was sophomore year. That's cool. That's cool. So, so you're pretty athletic yourself.
Yeah.
What kind of made you? And you said that you don't want to play basketball, or you didn't want to play basketball after high school. So was that a decision you wanted to do, like play basketball in high school, or was that kind of your parents' like decision to like have you play?
So I've been playing since 7th grade, and then like I didn't like it at first because like I'm not that good. I don't want to play, and then I decided to keep playing because like I liked it after my freshman year. Well, I didn't get to play my freshman year, so I was like, I want to try high school basketball, so I tried out for my sophomore year, and I made the team. And then I was like, okay, if I'm able to make the team, and then I played some of the varsity games my sophomore year, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep doing it, because I guess I'm worthy enough to play varsity. So I continued playing with them. I was like, I don't want to play after high school because they play at a higher level, and then I got scouted, and I'm like, I can try this out, I guess.
I mean, yeah, that's free money.
Full
That's
ride,
free,
yeah.
That's
full
free
ride,
school.
dude.
Like,
that's really really impressive. Like very impressive. It's like a movie scene in a way. You know what I mean? Like you get scouted. Like that's honestly like really like I don't know. I think that's such like a cool concept of what happened. Like scouters were scouting someone else, but like they didn't really stood up to their standards. But in the corner of their eye, they saw someone else that was doing way better than them, and so they were just like, okay, let me focus my time on them. Like that's crazy to me. I think that's such a cool story, like to tell your kids someday or something like that. Like that's really really cool. Like who knows? What if you like going to the, WNBA? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's my parents' dream.
Yeah, dude, that would be
Parents'
sick.
dream.
That would be sick. You know.
that is
We're interviewing a future WNBA player, so
Maybe Olympics, but not.
Olympics. Ooh,
That'd be cool.
Olympics is so sick.
I don't really know much about the Olympics, to be honest, but
I
that'd
only
be cool.
focus on the running part. I don't pay
Yeah, that's a
attention.
big deal for going into the Olympics. I would say it's bigger than like actually being in the NBA and stuff. In my opinion, that's huge. So moving down to like senior year, since you didn't really do much, junior year, I'm pretty sure you were like you were there a lot. But like, what was your favorite activity or your favorite field trip, out of all of them?
Out of all of them, I would have to say, I forgot what it's called, but when we went and we did the flags at the Air Museum.
Oh, the color guard.
Yeah.
The color guard at
The
Stevie
daughter,
That
right?
one.
oh yeah.
Sticking
That
air.
was a cool.
Yeah,
that was a cool.
That was sick. Wait, was it the Tuskegee Airmen?
Yeah, I think that was. Yeah,
Mm.
it was. Yeah, the color
Yeah,
guard
yeah.
at the Tuskegee Airmen.
Yeah. That one was sick.
Or was it the daughters? Didn't you do the daughters of the American
I
Revolution?
did both.
You did
Yeah,
both?
but you didn't like that one. You like that one better than Tuskegee Airmen,
Yeah.
where we met the mayor.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was sick. That was honestly so sick. I was so nervous that day.
It was like the mayor was standing there. We were all like
Yeah, Crandall was in it too, right?
Yeah.
It was me, you, Crandall, and who else?
Martinez.
Martinez.
Wasn't Flores?
Oh, Flores.
There was a
Flores.
lot of us.
Yeah, Flores, and then I know Jackson went because she was PA,
Mhm.
and then
I didn't think that.
someone else went. But yeah, dude, I was so nerve wracking. Like literally, my vein was
Lopez
popping
went.
out. You
Lopez.
remember that? My vein was like right here, bro. It was bad.
So,
Okay,
let's kind of like, cause you got a really cool story. So like, what would you say to future cadets coming into the unit, like as a piece of advice going through high school? What would be your biggest piece of advice?
The unit's your best friend. I promise you that one. Cause like you can do the stupidest stuff, and the unit will always have your back no matter what. Like I got in trouble my sophomore year, and Colonel was there to protect me no matter what. Like they wanted to kick me out of school and send me to Sun Valley and all that, and Colonel was right there by my side. It was like, give her another chance. Promise you this cadet will do better. And never.
Yeah.
Full ride at
Yeah, I know.
FEMA, like yeah, that's like a big come up.
That is.
Just knowing that there's people here to support you, and yeah, that's really good advice. So like,
Yeah, shout out Colonel, man. Like he really does look in the best
He's
in
like
people.
a father to
Yeah,
all
he
of
really
us.
is. Like he believes in you, but when like all that he just expects you because he really does believe in everyone. But like once you like do him dirty or like once you like like he gives you so many
Use him.
chances. Exactly. Don't take advantage of that, man. like for her, for example, she actually took his word, and now like she's having a full ride to Pima. Like anything could happen. You could literally come up from anything. Like anything. But yeah, that's some good advice. I think this is where we would end it off, right? Yeah, that was a good talk. So thank you guys for tuning in. Cadet Moore. That was very, very inspiring to me, honestly. I thought that was very sick.
That was a cool story.
That was a very
think
cool
this
story.
is probably the coolest story we've had in one of these podcasts so far.
So don't forget, guys. You guys can come up from anything as long as you work hard and try your best. That is the Flightcast, and we're out. Carry on.